What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and Finner Saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, for today's video I have really amazing news. It is a pure bombshell that was disclosed basically several months ago, but I found out it again, and I have even more interesting information that proves basically that TRCH stock was tradable till the end of August of 2024. And I have to admit that the most recent news in regards to the share price of MMTLP shares is quite weird, because we have basically three different sources which show that potentially the share price was at about $1,090 to $1,200 per share. And guys, this news will literally blow your mind. And before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. Drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. And at the end of this video, guys, please watch my personal story, because it is very important for me personally. So, let's start with this news. Your favorite SGM Daniel wrote this 3 hours ago. I won't pressure anyone to sign the open letter. There is already enough pressure not to. For context, Burda, McCabe and NBH are mentioned in just 2.4% of texts. No attacks, just facts. But if it is not perfect, then it's persona non grata time. And he basically added the link to this petition. Let me show you that for now. Only 232 people signed this petition, and definitely it is up to you whether you want to support Daniel in his path to the resolution or not. He will not stop by any means. And let me quote you another update from him. He also added, I've never seen such high standards applied to anything in our community. Maybe it's more emotional than logical, or maybe something else, but here is the thing, I'm used to high standards. All you are doing is making me double my efforts. Fight fire with fire. 12-13. And I have to admit that he is working hard in order to achieve his goal. And guys, I think he has a lot of news that will be disclosed very soon. But for now, I want to pay attention to a more interesting update, and let me show you this. I showed you that just recently Scott wrote, basically a couple of days ago, wrote this tweet in regards to his update, in regards to the update of his litigation. And John Burda responded to him, and I covered it in, I guess, yesterday's video. But let me quote you this. On January 17th, Scott wrote this. The numbers were similar in Singapore at $1,039 per share in June 2024 or 2023. And he refers to the tweet that was written by Jenny Garcia. And I also covered this information just a couple of days ago, and it is a tweet that was written by Elf Carbon on January 16th. And he wrote, Hey MMTLP, help me out with some math. What's 213,985,000 divided by 179,820? It equals to almost $1,200. And this is the share price of Metamaterials stock, according to this filing that was filed by Bank of Montreal. And guys, a lot of people think that it is not related to MMTLP shares, but let me show you this screenshot in details. If you click on this screenshot, you can see, basically let me show you like this. You can see that this filing was made on February the 1st of 2023, but the effective date of this deal is December 31st of 2022. Right after MMTLP spin-off. This means the share price was at about $1,200. This means, guys, this price might also be related to the equal price of Metamaterials, not Metamaterials, but MMTLP shares right after the spin-off. On top of that, guys, let me show you even more interesting information. Take a look right here. Samantha wrote this tweet basically on May the 10th. And she refers to, first of all, her own tweet, and she added some parts of the space call. And she wrote, Don Fis Richie says Singapore and other overseas is real and he has had proof of for 10 months. But Torchlight shuts him down and takes away his MMTLP microphone. And guys, another quite interesting information. Unfortunately, Don Fis for now is not available at the public space because of his behavior, and definitely it is completely different story. But you can take a look at this tweet and you can listen to this podcast. You can listen to the part of this space call, and you can identify that Don Richie said clearly stated that the share price of Meta Materials was at $1,200 on a Singapore exchange. And Samantha on May the 8th of 2024 also wrote this. MMTLP army finally found the billions of overseas naked shorts. Rumor is they are trading at the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore for more than $1,000 per share. And guys, it is not the end. Let's take a look at this screenshot. It is the screenshot of allegedly next bridge hydrocarbon shares at June 30th of 2023. And why it is June 30th of 2023? Because the tweet was written on May the 10th of 2024, and we cannot assume that it was at 2024. This means in 2023 the share price of next bridge hydrocarbon shares was at $242.5, and as you can see, this screenshot was made from Yahoo Finance website. On top of that, guys, and this is literally mind-blowing, let me show you this tweet that was written by Patrick Dehkordy, and Patrick wrote, this is a CFD derivative contract and not the real shares that would clear and settle at NSCC and DTC. And here is this tweet, by the way, was written also on May the 10th. And let me quote you further. What does CFD mean? A contract for differences is an agreement between an investor and a CFD broker to exchange the difference in the value of a financial product, securities or derivatives between the time the contract opens and closes. There is no delivery of physical goods or securities with CFDs. A CFD investor never actually owns the underlying asset, but instead receives revenue based on the price change of that asset. For example, instead of buying or selling physical gold, a trader can simply speculate on whether the price of gold will go up or down. And guys, it is based on the share price. The CFD contract, value of CFD contract is based on the share price. But if the shares is not tradable anymore, how it is even possible that it is some kind of price of some kind of value of these CFD contracts? And take a look at this screenshot. You can see that it is a TRCH US Torchlight Energy Resources CFD price, and the price is $2.02, and you can see that the date is May the 9th of 2024. And guys, it is not the end. Take a look right here. This is the exchange. This is the stock exchange, XTB stock exchange, and this is the Torchlight Energy Resources CFD price. And guys, take a look right here. Let's start with these dates. About a year ago, at the very end of January, you can see that first of all the price was at $0.0567, but then occasionally on January 29th, take a look right here, January 29th, the price became $5.56. Guys, it is a 2024, end of January of 2024. And then, guys, pretty much the entire year we had these fluctuations in price of this asset. And take a look right here. The trades were closed basically at the very end of August of 2024, on August the 20th, with the price of $0.4849. So again, I have so many questions. how it is even possible that the share price of Torchlight Energy Resources, and guys, take a look right here. It is very difficult to see, but it is the logo of Torchlight Energy. This means it is the Torchlight Energy Resources that became MMTLP, that became next breach. And how it is even possible that the share price existed in 2024 and occasionally at the very end of August, and I don't know what is this date about, but occasionally it closed, and since then we don't have any evidence of the TRCH share price. And guys, take a look right here. Let me remind you about this investigation that was made by Elf Carbon, and he published it on September 28th of 2024 of last year. And let me quote you this in details, and I have to admit it is quite a lengthy investigation, but believe me guys, it is worth your attention. So, it all started on June 17th of 2021. A data scientist manually created an internal instrument for Torchlight's preferred shares at OpenFiji. Here's what they created. Here's the ticker symbol number and Fiji number as well. But there was a mistake. It was created as an equity, not a preferred share. Check out the Bloomberg screenshot that is contradicting itself. And he added this screenshot. On top of that, let me quote you the next tweet, the next part of his investigation. OpenFiji has stated that this ticker symbol, this number, was a dummy instrument never meant for public use. But here is the kicker. They assigned it an official ISIN, and here is this number, the K and L Gates error ISIN, instead of creating a new instrument. Then, on June 28th of 2021, after the TRCH and MMAT merger, the ISIN of this ISIN was swapped out and replaced with a new one, and here is the new one, which we know as MMTLP. OpenFiji has cited a name change corporate action as the reason for the identifier swap. So far, this makes sense. The preferred shares was spin-off a new company that required a new Fiji identifier. The corporate action does justify a new ISIN identifier, but OpenFiji seems adamant this ticker is for internal use only. Are they right? Keep reading. Let's do a quick lesson on identifiers, and he explains what does this ISIN and Fiji mean. Next one, here is the example to explain. He explains how it works and how it should work. And for now, we are coming to the most interesting part. Back to our preferred shares, also known as this ticker, this ISIN number. Despite OpenFiji saying this number was a dummy instrument, it is still had a necessary identifier for trading, ISIN number, as of June of 2021. In fact, the stock market features when issued classifications for instruments. This allows instruments to get a Fiji assigned after they are announced, but before the company issues them. The TradeGate exchange allows the trading of when issued instruments in its regulated unofficial market and doesn't require the issuer's approval. It only requires a specialist. On June 22nd, Torchlight Energy Resources was listed on TradeGate exchange. This was before this number had the ISIN removed from its Fiji, and here is the Fiji number. This instrument could still trade with the ISIN for 6 days before it was reassigned due to a name change. The day after Torchlight is listed on June 23rd, spin-off into one US ticker and 5 European tickers. Then on the day the ISIN was reassigned, Torchlight delisted from TradeGate. Who was it that said you can't temporarily trade a security? Because this proves you very much can. Retail can see Torchlight listed in their accounts as for option purposes when issued. Fun fact, you can trade options for unlisted when issued instruments. It's considered very risky as you are trading on an announcement, not the issued shares. It's very convenient that Torchlight was listed in Germany, where you can naked short sell US securities with no oversight right before the preferred shares was spun out. Don't you think so? And he added this. let's get into something rather wild. In June 2021 filings, Charles Schwab lists MMAT in their domestic holdings on their SWSSX fund. They used a Fiji as an identifier. What did we learn about Fijis? They tell you that exchange that specific instrument was listed. This Fiji that they listed as a domestic security is in fact the German TradeGate instrument, not the US instrument. Schwab is claiming the German security that they traded unlisted through TradeGate. TradeGate is its American counterpart. That's a lie. It's also evidence that they are intentionally circumnavigating the SEC regulators to trade American securities through Schwab's overseas subsidiaries. Short selling exemptions on MMAT officially began August 2021. Schwab appears to be using foreign subsidiaries to trade American companies on EU exchanges to naked short them is against regulations. Schwab happens to be one of the funds that is failing its SEC filing requirements. I can't find any more of their holdings for their SWSSX fund. They've wiped them from the internet. And guys, it is another quite important evidence. Tag your congressman and woman on this post. They have a direct action to demand the blue sheets from Schwab because of this June filing. And guys, I have to admit that he also added several more mind-boggling facts of this investigation, and probably tomorrow I will do another update on this issue. But first of all, let me show you this part. RareDD wrote this, and guys, it is just another tiny part of this huge investigation, and this part is directly related to the actions that was made by wrongdoers. So, RareDD wrote this. Good point, see quoted post. FINRA glossed over the obligations carried over from TRCH. Then they conveniently used a coding issue and incorrect reporting standards to try to explain why MMTLP was already on the threshold list in October of 2021, shortly after it became tradable. And guys, for now we know why it was in the threshold list, because of basically Elf Carbon explained this in details in his investigation. So let me quote you further. The truth, which doesn't have to rely on a coding issue excuse, is likely that MMTLP was on threshold list because of FTDs dating back to TRCH. FINRA and the SEC are well aware of the OCC memos that paved the way for TRCH short positions to be carried over into MMAT and MMTLP, just like they tried to do with short positions from MMTLP into next bridge hydrocarbons. Why would the regulators work so hard to prevent settlement? And here is the screenshot of the FINRA's statement. Due to a systems coding issue, FINRA incorrectly classified MMTLP as the security of a non-SEC reporting company and, as a result, incorrectly published its threshold securities list, showing that MMTLP met the FINRA threshold standard from October 22, 2021 through January the 4th of 2022, and from October 17, 2022 through December 13 of 2022. While MMTLP did meet the quantitative criteria under FINRA Rule 4320, it was subject to the regulation SHO standard instead, because MMTLP was issued by an SEC reporting company. Since it began trading in October 2021, MMTLP did not have fails to deliver of the size or duration that would have rendered in a threshold security under regulation SHO, and it was therefore an error to publish it on the threshold securities list. FINRA has now removed MMTLP from the threshold securities list. Guys, in my opinion, they just FINRA is FINRA was trying to hide the tracks of the illegal actions, and they try to cover all the wrongdoers. So, as promised, I told you that today's video will literally blow your mind, and I think it happens. And tomorrow I will do another update and I will show you even more details on this issue.
And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.